Welcome. I'm delighted you're here. Today is going to be a very interesting day. We're going to use the router today to cut the ends of the guitar so we can put the back on. I have finished the braces on the side of the guitar, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Before we do that, we're going to use this small saw in order to cut some of the backing of the back in order for this to fit properly. And we're going to be using this jig in order to dig down into the sides in order to figure out just how deep we need to go and set the rotor blade accordingly. So we've got lots of detailed work to do here, and what I have done already is I have lined up the centerpiece here and the centerpiece here with the center strip on the back of the guitar. And then what I did is I clamped it so that it wouldn't move, because I'm going to make pencil marks inside, and I'll try to show you that in just a moment. And once I have that, I can then turn this over and then draw my lines across the backs of the guitar like this, as you'll see me do in a minute. And then we'll route that out, fit the back, and then maybe we can fire the glue into it and put it over on the go bar deck, and we got the back ready to go. So what do you say before we do all of that? Because that's going to take quite a bit of work. I may be a little optimistic on this, but I'm going to try to get that done today. In the meantime, what do you say we roll that intro, and I'll be right back. Thanks so much. Have sharpened my pencil, and I have this all braced in the right spot, and I'm just going to check this to make sure it's all perfectly good. These are the braces. I have actually taken a chisel and pyramided like a pyramid shape on those braces like this, and then what I did is I rounded it over with some sandpaper to make it a little better. So here's what we're going to do. I want to mark, first of all, the inside here and the end here, because we're going to cut that in just a minute or two. I have checked all of these to make sure these are perfectly flat. This is 60 thousandths of an inch in depth, and the way this was created was I initially had the rotor bit at a 60 thousandths of an inch depth, and then what I did there is I just took it and ran it over this piece of wood here like that and put my little groove in there. So that works just fine. All right, now here's a little wobble there. There shouldn't be. So maybe what we'll do here, peel off a slight curl off here. That's probably enough. Okay, see how that works? Oh yeah, that's way better. Yep, we're good. Well, here we are, we're back at it again, and I have taken the router and I have actually routed all the slots here, here, and here. There's 4 there, and there's 4 here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. This is all sloped. What I also did was I slanted this to line up with the linings, and the way I did that was to take the spoke shave and I just shaved it across like that. This I'm going to leave because I want more support up here where the neck is, so we're going to leave that. This all fits pretty good, and it looks like it's down flush, and it fits the corners pretty good. I've had this 5-pound weight on here just to hold everything in place while I work on it. You can see there's very little movement. It's lined up pretty close to the center line. It might be off by, oh, I don't know, a millimeter or so, but that's all right. And now what I've got is I've got this frame that I made. It's another jig. I've covered it with cork, and I've got this for the cutaway or non-cutaway. So what that's going to do is go there, and then all the go-bar rods that we're going to use, which are in here, these are all going to go on the go-bar deck, and we're going to glue this thing up. And I think we should do that right now and then let it go. What do you think? So these will go on here, and they will bend up under the deck like that and put the pressure on and keep this all down. So what I have to do at this point is prepare it with the glue. All right, we are over here by the go-bar deck. So what we're going to do now is put the glue around the edge of the back on the linings. Make sure we get this lined up right. I'll be able to see the pencil line here with the center mark here and again on here. And then I've got this with all the cork, as I showed you before. It's going to go down on there, and it's all going to be really good. This is the way it works. Goes down here and it applies about 8 pounds of pressure. Here we go with one more cleanup, just to be sure there's no dust in here. You can see that that's pretty clean. I just like it to be nice and clean so that there will be no problem with this thing sticking 25, 35, 50 years from now. And they run it around here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, here we go. You'll see what I'm going to do here next is I'm going to put the glue around here, then I'm going to make sure it sits, then I'm going to turn it, and then put the go bars on it. So here we go. Oh, that's great. That's really good. I'm a little nervous. Always nervous with this kind of thing because you only get one chance at it. So let's do it right. So we're coming in from the front to where we think is level. And we are all down there. Oh yeah, we're looking good there. We're great everywhere. All right. I know that that's all on perfect. Now what we're going to do is put the frame on it. And I'll start one right at the bottom end. And then start this at the top end. Well, crack, snap, crackle, and pop. There we are. It's glued in place. We may need to do some adjustments afterwards, I don't know, but we'll find out pretty soon. And that's about it for me today. Thanks so much for joining and tuning into this. I really do appreciate you being here, and if you've inclined, would you please consider subscribing and hitting that like button? I'd appreciate that a lot. And we need you to send in your questions, because we're going to have another Tea with Monty either at the end of this week or the beginning of next week. So start sending in your questions to teawithmonty@gmail.com. The link is down below. You'll see it there. When you subscribe, it's just down on the opposite side. You can't miss it. So there we go. We're all good. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.